50 of the bigger picture. Training. Just before we moved into our premises, it became clear that we needed to turn our focus to training of some sort. It was all very well holding a few events and Reiki share groups, but that was never going to bring in enough money to pay the rent. Jill was a holistic therapist and had many years' experience in that field. She already had her teaching certificate, so suggested we try and get some of the holistic courses accredited and teach them. We started writing manuals in November, knowing that the sooner we got on with it, the sooner we could start earning the rent money. Jill wanted to get accreditation through the Guild of Beauty and Holistic Therapists, and that was fine with me. They agreed to take a look at our manuals, but warned that accreditation would take around 3 to 4 months to come through. Added to that, the Christmas and New Year holidays were not that far away, so could take a lot longer. We worked really hard with the manuals, Jill writing and me editing. By the beginning of December, we submitted our first 10 manuals and waited on tenterhooks for either the rejection or the corrections to be made. We needn't have worried, because by the end of December, we had all 10 of our manuals accredited. We were ready to teach. At that time, all I had to contribute was Reiki, which was clearly not enough. The first thing I needed to do was get my teacher training certificate, or PETALS as it was called then. I did it online and by assignment, but I had to go into Oxford for my teaching practical. I didn't enjoy the course very much, but I learnt a lot, and it was a means to an end. I eventually passed and got my certificate. My next course, and I have to say one of the best for me personally and for Como, was the meditation teacher one. It was both theory and practical, and again, I learnt lots this time. Plus, I loved the course. When I gained my certificate, I started teaching meditation at Como, and we held regular meditation groups. And so my training continued. Sometimes online courses, and sometimes I would go off for training. Sometimes Jill and I did a course together, and others I did alone. Some of the courses I loved, and others not so much. But Jill and I were having the best ever time, and the knowledge we gained from each course we used in Como. We both agreed that it was an absolute waste to have knowledge and not pass it on to others. We wrote course after course and workshop after workshop, offering our students a wide range of subjects to study. I've lost count of the number and subjects of courses I took. Until this day, I still have that thirst for learning. I look at courses on offer and think, ooh, that might be useful, or that might be a great subject to learn. You never stop learning though, whether it be through training courses or by life experiences. There is just so much out there, and we almost owe it to ourselves to take full advantage of it and to expand our own minds.